Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This was the carry-on from yesterday, from last Wednesday, before Harry had his rough and tumble, or his rumble in the jungle with Fergus. But you know, I was watching Harry as this was being filmed. For months, Harry hasn't bothered with those rocks, wasn't interested. And neither was anybody else. Nobody else went on those rocks. But because Harry goes up onto the rocks, Dipper, Harebear, Grey Cat, they've all gone back up onto the rocks. I think Harry has already made a name or a reputation for himself. You know, I saw earlier this year, or it might have been late last year, winter time, when we were going over towards the rocks. It was winter time, and Harry was the he was the point man, the pathfinder. The others were playing, but then Harry walks off, and as Harry walks off and goes up towards those rocks, so the other cats followed. I don't know how it works, to be honest, but he has a presence. William has. I mean, William is respected, even by Fergus and Grey Cat. I think they respect each other. The stray cats that come into the garden are wary, if not scared, of William, because they know what he can do. And I don't like to see fighting, real fighting, fur flying, anything like that. But as some of you have rightly pointed out, there is a pecking order, and cats sometimes have to sort it out for themselves. And I suppose the point that I'm trying to make here, or to show you, is at the end of the day, whether they are blind, disabled, or seeing, they are all still cats. They all still think like cats, and they act like cats. Now, just because we don't like it, it doesn't mean to say that they're going to stop it. So who really is in control? Well, I've got food and lodgings. As long as they are safe and not in harm's way, then I carry on doing what I'm doing. Do you know, I have learnt so much in the last 6 years from blind cats. I'm not an expert. You know, I think we've all been told, we've all heard or listened to the narrative for so long, it's become ingrained. And for someone to go against it, it's not going to be so easy to change people's minds. But I'm not going to stop. Come this far, so we carry on. Well done. Well done you. Well done you. Who's clever? Who's clever, Harry?
Who's clever?
Back at the beginning of the channel, somebody got in touch with me from the US.
Offers.
And I wish I could remember the name now. But he has, or had, a blind cat that chases squirrels up trees and fights raccoons. I only ever had the one message. I would love to get in contact with him again. There are other cats out there. I suppose mine are unique because you see them on video, but I know there are other cats and owners out there that think like me. You know, even now, Harry is still sniffing constantly. He's still doing that sniffing and mentally mapping out. This morning when I went up to feed Dodgers up the road, on the way back, Harry was in the mosque. I didn't see him go over there. So I went up the steps to get him, and he ran back up the steps, and just as I got him cornered, he literally dived past me, and even shouting to him. Now watch this. I didn't catch all of this on video. When my back was turned, these two had a disagreement. Harry isn't nervous around Grey Cat, nor is he nervous around Fergus or William. And he has had disagreements now with all of those three cats. Nothing major. But it's as though he is asserting his place. Dipper keeps trying a tree, which is good, but he never quite gets there. So whether that injury or problem in his backwater is playing up more than I know or I can see, I don't know. He does okay. That's when they just had their little spat, and Harry was round the other side of the tree. And I've now forgotten what I was saying in the first place. dropped. So we was at the mosque, and he couldn't see. But as I went down to pick him up, he shot past me. He went down the steps. Now this is the part that always scares me. He went into the road. He's got no understanding of the road. And he was off across the road. There were no cars around, but that's not the point. And then he knew where to go to get under the fence on the other side of the road. He's got so much information squirreled away in his mind, in his brain, but not understanding of the danger of the road. And our once quiet mountain village is no longer quiet anymore. And all the places that we walk that you see up on the mountain, those are all earmarked for development. Sad. Now you've got Dipper with Grey Cat. These two have had words before, but it doesn't last. You know, they have their moments, they have their times, but it just doesn't last with them. And I mean, that disagreement that Harry had with Fergus last week doesn't change anything. They're still friends, they still play. Harry just wants to be top cat. He may well be there now. He's with me now, he's just come over as I'm talking to you all. He wants to go out. So I'm going to get changed and put some boots on, and I'll take him over the road. See who's about. I know Dipper was around and Hair Bear. We'll see. There is more to come, everyone. This won't be the last video of the day. Grey Cat still has a problem with boffers. I don't think he's ever totally accepted boffers coming back into the family. Nothing happens here, but Grey Cat has to have his say. But it's all intimidation. Sire's intimidation. Hope you've all enjoyed the video. If you have, you want to see more of blind cat life, the alternative blind cat life, then give me a subscribe please, a like, a share, a comment, questions if you have them, and we will all see you all again a bit later. Come on, Boffers.